How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews. Back with, a beer I've actually wanted to review for quite some time. This is my first time actually having it. That be Thin Man Brewing Pils Mafia. Not Bills Mafia. Buffalo Bills have their fan base called the Bills Mafia. This is the beer to an homage to the Buffalo Bills and the fans. And, I love me some football, man. Played football in the college and just always been a fan of the NFL. It's probably up there, number one, maybe 1A, 1B with English Premier League soccer as far as my favorite sport. And but I'm a Dolphins fan. I am not. When I still have that bottle, I don't know where that bottle went. My undefeated bottle. Where did that go? Oh, here it is. Yeah, Funky Buddha, for those that don't know, makes a Dolphins themed beer called Undefeated. They release it every year when the last team loses in the NFL. So there you go, Bills. Anyway, that being said, I've actually never been a Bills hater. Always kind of liked the Buffalo Bills. I don't know why. Same division, should be natural rival. A good friend of mine was a big Bills fan. I grew up in the heyday of the Bills, the whole Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas kind of offense. Andre Reed actually went to college right down the street from me. So, I was graduating high school, or in high school and graduating high school when they went to their 4 Super Bowls that they didn't win, but yeah, let's not talk about that. But yeah, something about them. I don't know. I've never hated on the Bills. And when I saw this initially come out, because my buddy George is constantly up in the Buffalo Rochester way, he was like, "Man, look at this beer. This beer's fantastic." And I think it was last year, and I was like, "Oh man, I'd love to get a bottle of that." Poop on a cricket. You can probably hear that pretty damn loud. Anyway, I was hoping to get a can from this from anybody, him or whatever. It's never kind of materialized because it's a little Pilsner, not something that people kind of throw around. Longer story longer. I went to a bottle shop this weekend. They had cans of this. So we're reviewing it. So what is this? This is a 4 and change Pilsner. We do not know the style. Oh, look at that head. I didn't pour that too poopy either, so that's the beer's fault. What do we have here? Brewed and canned by Thin Man Brewing Company. I could be wrong, but this might benefit charity in some form or fashion. It's 4.9%. Done and done. Label-wise, it's pretty awesome. You got crazy little Bills fan on there. You got a little kind of knockoff of the Buffalo kind of symbol. You got dudes flying through I want to say desks. They're called tables. I don't know why I'm having a problem saying that word. We'll get to that in a little bit. Actually, let's talk about it now. This head is gigantic. So, for those who don't know, if you don't know, then I kind of feel bad for you. But for those who don't know, at Buffalo Bills games, not so much right now because of the whole COVID-19 pandemic. But when they do tailgating, they fucking do tailgating. I went to a Bills game 20 years ago, so it's quite a bit different now. But it's always been kind of raucous. And it's kind of crazy when you go to a Bills game, because if you're and this is going to be a very long-winded review, so skip ahead if you want to. If I go, to, I've been to a bunch of different games, whether it be down in Miami or I've been to Pittsburgh, Philly, the Meadowlands, a bunch of different places. It's typically the same thing over and over again, which is either a stadium inside a gigantic city, or a stadium kind of in an industrial complex. The Bill Stadium's a little bit different. It's kind of like in a neighborhood. You can, you have those big parking lots that you park in for concerts and sporting events and stuff. You can literally just, people in their houses are like, yeah, you can park here for $20 on my lawn and shit like that. So, yeah, it's quite the experience. But I haven't been up there in a recent game. I'm going to have to go. Hook up with a bunch of Rochester and Buffalo dudes, go up that way and see what's what. But yeah, their fans are crazy. And one of the things they actually were doing during non-COVID times was basically jumping off shit, more specifically jumping off trucks and RVs and trailers through tables. It was what they just started doing, and it's kind of become a running joke, not just regionally but nationally. And when I say joke, I am not disparaging it. I'm saying a joke as in it's fun, it's funny. I'm not saying I love it. I want to go to to a tailgate and actually watch people do it. I ain't gonna do it. I'm too old for that shit now. But yeah, that's what's up with that label, and that's what's up with this beer. Soft, subtly hazy Pilsner, nothing too crazy. Coloration wise, perfect. Nice, crisp, clear looking with that subtle little haze. Beautiful. I mean, we let that head kind of crumble down because it was so big, but it's absolutely beautiful right now. Nice kind of lacing on the edges of that. This super crumbly kind of edges, but still with this little bit of compact pillowiness kind of floating around in there. Looks the part of a Pilsner. Let's get a nose. I mean, this is like super crushable level stuff. Sure. Was it 4.9 again? 4.9%. So, that's smaller Pilsner. I've had bigger ones. But this doesn't come off super lager. It comes off somewhere like almost a mix between a lager and a Kolsch, to where it's super clean, but doesn't have any kind of funky kind of lager vibes to it. Soft little melon to this kind of hop profile in there, like very soft melon. I think that's a Zazie thing. It's a German thing. It comes every now and then in Pilsners for me. And it's just soft. A little bit of touch of citrus in there too, but it smells infinitely clean, infinitely crushable. Yeah, let's just dive in. See what it's got. Cheers. It's fucking delicious. Yeah. How old is this? 2 months old. Totally fine for a Pilsner. It says, Hannah's first brew. Oh, okay. Who be Hannah? You Buffalo folk out there, tell me what's what. Yeah, I like this actually quite a bit. It really does follow through from nose to taste. The biggest difference here is the bittering. The bittering really comes to a head in the taste. It's not a 2x4 to the face of bittering, but it's much, much bigger because I didn't really speak towards it all that much actually in the actual nose, but in the taste you get this nice pop of bitterness wrapped around that super clean, super crisp, this is crispy boy level kind of cleanliness, and just that soft little melon, soft little citrus vibe. Again, we're talking sub 5%. We're talking a Pilsner, so we're not talking like IPA pale ale level hopping. But with how crisp and clean and well done the beer is, once you throw that combination of that little bit of melon, a little bit of citrus on there for the tops, it just kind of shines through and just ends up being an infinitely crushable, infinitely chuggable beer. I mean, this is what I want to drink at a Bill's Mafia tailgate. This is what I want. I'm sure this beer has gone over like fucking crazy pants out there. Not that Thin Man isn't an institution out there in Buffalo, with Mike from Blue Monk and doing all the things that he do out there, more Pat and having fingers in the whole kind of beer scene of Buffalo. But yeah, absolutely delicious, super drinkable, super chuggable, impactful enough to fly through a table, but exciting enough to actually win, which is what you guys are doing right now. It's like Josh Allen is God, isn't it? Something like that's going on right now. Pump your brakes. We'll see what happens. He looks really good, but an interception last weekend. Anyway, or not interception, pass interference, sorry. Anyway, let's not keep this too on topic. Some might be watching this review a year from now going, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Anyway, yeah, I mean, honestly, when I bought this beer, I wanted everything it's given me. No more, no less. I wanted impact from both a soft maltiness with that nice soft Pilsner malt. I wanted a nice kind of crisp cleanliness to it, a chuggability to it, and I wanted the hop to show me something. Have a little bittering in the taste. Make me want to go back for a little bit more. And it does all that. Like I said, no more, no less. It does what it wants to do. It does what it's supposed to do. It's a great beer. What do you want? So let's talk about it. Is this one of the better Pilsners I've had as of late? Yeah. Is it Mount Rushmore status? Might be. I don't know. I kind of want to put it there. Maybe it's just the moment I'm in right now, but this is really good fucking stuff. Value and availability. I think I paid. That's the part that sucks about these. I want to say I paid like $13 for this. I mean, you're talking about an export out of state, New York, in New Jersey. Yeah, not too shabby. I mean, honestly, I would hope this at the brewery is. I would hope it would be $10 less a 4-pack, but the way this beer world goes, I hope it's $12 less. And leave you with, if you like this beer, man. If you like crushable, drinkable, electrifying, or no wait, not electrifying, flying through there through a table flying kind of beer, you'll like this beer. Listen, it's a Pilsner. It's really well made. It's super chuggable. So if you like Pilsners, you like good beer, you like the Buffalo Bills, you like this beer. So there you go. hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you don't choke like the Buffalo Bills. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.